Viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion.
You know what we have to do is get someone to do some kind of like rap to this shit or something, some kind of intro. You know,
I got this shit. Bump, bump. No.
Go for it. Hey, you said you got it.
Nah,
Bring us in. It's the West Coast
Nah,
Pop Block podcast. We got a full house today. We have our boy Oso.
What up?
Met this guy when I first started working at K-Rock, and he hated me. We'll go into that.
I wonder why.
No, there was some rules. There was rules that, you know.
Hey, hold on.
But we'll go into that.
Let's take care of some business first right now. Live from Compton, California, from a secret location.
The best podcast.
The best live, the number one live podcast on earth.
Number one.
The number one live podcast on earth. I'm going to say it till it's true.
And then we also got our boy Evil Noriega. He's the co-host with Mario on Pigs Radio every Sunday.
That's right.
And he is a pit master. And he brought some barbecue in today for us to just nibble on. It's Johnny's birthday.
That's right.
I heard it's the young man's birthday, so it's like
so
I thought to bring some.
We're gonna come in. We're gonna
got hooked the fuck up.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna talk old stories.
It smells in here so good right now. Just so like I have no interest in talking about whatever we're gonna talk about because I'm hungry and all I smell is brisket right now.
Yeah,
so forgive me.
It's just creeping on us.
Do you know what I mean?
The
Forgive me if
smell.
I'm like quiet for the next 20 minutes because I don't have anything to say besides let's eat.
We can see it right on the horizon of your shoulder, Johnny, on the camera. All the
I can't.
brisket.
I'm like facing the wrong way, just like every other time in life.
Oh shit! I missed it.
It is Tuesday, and then obviously it's another episode of the West Coast Pop Block Podcast, episode number 20, right before our 21 birthday.
Oh my God! Almost.
I think we're gonna have to get like hammered on the 21st,
That
bro.
sounds
It's like
terrible.
do shots.
Great.
You know, make it theme it up a little bit, bro. Fuck.
Might as well, man. Fucking goes balls deep on it. You know, enjoy it. Enjoy it
for sure, dude. Because you're never gonna get the 21 back.
That's right.
It'll be the 21 only once.
True that.
Hopefully.
We want to say what's up to everyone logging in right now. Extopher Garcia from Arizona. Up in the house.
Icy Vamp.
Icy
hell
Vamp.
yeah.
Balls deep. What's balls deep right now?
Just all of it. Life.
Exit for what's up, my man? Hey, dude, check out the new T-shirts that we just
Oh,
got some hot off the presses.
Merch freak! Merch freak!
Yeah, check it out. We got some new shit. DM us, man. DM me. I got you. $15. That
You can't have the front print though.
No, that's original.
Only for me.
That's original. That's his birthday present.
Yeah.
Johnny's a front print kind of guy.
No, you know I don't mind a pocket print and the big one on the back. But if I have my druthers, I would have the big print on the back and nothing. A big print on the front, nothing on the back.
And I printed these myself.
Yo,
so
you
I
did. It was
like,
perfect.
Oh shit! Let me get that front hit.
I never had a custom. I never had a custom T-shirt before. You know,
That's
I
it.
feel
There's only
very,
one.
So wait, you silk screen these?
Yeah, I did.
Oh shit! Right on.
I
Good
did it
job,
on my
man.
boy's shop. It's called Free Will Printing. G, he's been in here before.
Yeah.
It's his shop. He let me go in there and I screened them myself. He did the screens, burned the screens.
Right.
And then I hit him before I got here. Took a shower. Came on down.
Yeah, I mean
Still
they look
hot.
fucking nice, man. I mean, I do like that style more though. You know, where it's like the small print in the front and shit.
Yeah, that's
makes
pretty
my,
hot right now.
Makes my man tit look fucking more like a peck. You know what I
Sure.
mean?
I am getting like a little writing across, like, but that's like I did that. it's not the T-shirt's fault.
I just think you have to have a certain fit for the front print
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that Johnny doesn't have.
It's just like that big loped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just got to be straight, completely.
I used to be straight. Now it's like there's and then
Or just
quarantine
straight
happened.
fat. Like
Sure.
a big ass dude.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the front print looks hot, dope. You know.
Yeah, I'm just
Oh, yeah.
what I just feel way like I need to lose 30 pounds or gain 50. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm in no man's land right
you
now.
gotta
You know what I mean?
commit.
Like I need to be fat
commit.
or knock it off. Like because I'm
Yeah.
just in this bullshit in between right now.
Well,
It's
we're on our way with this
unacceptable.
brisket back
Yeah,
here
yeah,
to
yeah.
committing to fat.
And like I think
there you
I
go.
think I know the official direction now.
That's gonna add like 20, 30
he helped
tonight.
make up your mind.
Yeah, there's like 20 pounds of meat up there. So
Excellent.
yeah, for sure.
Commit to the fat.
Perfect. That's what we're gonna
Look,
do.
either be thin or be thick.
Right.
You know,
You know what I
two
mean?
C's.
Like, that's the deal.
And chicks do like thick dudes, bro.
Well, you know,
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys have hoodies? Someone said I need a sweater.
Yeah, those are $40.
I want a hoodie.
DM
A
me.
crew neck or a hoodie?
Is it
It
40,
depends,
is it
whatever
40
you
for
want.
me
Like
too?
a crew neck,
No,
big,
yeah.
a crew neck, big print in the front. Like that's how you gotta
No,
do
no,
a
yeah,
crew
yeah.
neck.
Crew
With
neck,
just a big
crew
print in
neck,
the
yeah.
front, man. That's
I
Yeah,
see Van
and
says hoodies, yes.
Hoodie print on the back.
Yes, hoodies.
Hoodie
No.
print on the back. Crew neck, you got print
No,
on the
hoodie,
front.
if it's a pullover front.
Yeah. Zipper.
If it's a zipper,
sure,
you gotta
sure,
do
sure.
the one in
exactly.
the
But who the
Exactly.
fuck? I wear only pullovers.
No,
I do
yeah.
too. I do have a couple zippies from the Michelada ones, and I do appreciate them. But I love me a pullover.
Pullover. It has
That's
to
the
be a
way
pullover.
Nah, fuck that. Because,
When?
oh no, I'm sorry.
Go-
but
go
it's like, I gotta
get it.
take my fucking glasses
I
off and shit.
understand.
I got in this
Pullover.
case nowadays
Yeah.
you gotta take off your face mask. So no,
When?
zipper, dude. You know what I mean? You don't have to fuck with. You even have to take your hand off when you put on a pullover.
But see, but when I got the
You see
pullover,
your
your
hat
hands
hair,
can
you
go in
know?
there.
Dude, it got another pocket right
And
there.
you throw all your shit in there.
It's like you're hugging yourself and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll do your own personal handshake and shit inside your fucking sweater.
I had this fucking hoodie when I went to Peru, and it was like I loved this shit before I got there, but there I wore it all the time. We would wear it around the fire, and it was like
You bonded on a different level.
But I was
with your
like,
hoodie.
hold on, I was thinking like, dude, I fucking love this hoodie. And we were gathered around the fire last night, the last night of the while we were there, and the dude was talking about like making a sacrifice to this trip to the spirit of ayahuasca, like do all this shit. And I was standing there thinking, and I was like, fuck, because I knew exactly what I was, and I took off my hoodie and I threw it in the fire. And my Alex, the dude who's my roommate, he was like, holy shit. He was like, I don't love anything as much as you love that hoodie. Like I can't believe you threw that in the fire. I was like, dude, it's a big sacrifice, man. Like,
Damn, look at Johnny.
well,
Hey,
like with like
man.
a good hood, a hoodie with a good hood too. Like,
Oh, yeah.
because it can't be no
Yeah,
fucking
no.
bullshit, just, like sucked up around your
No,
head hood.
no,
Like
no.
that shit needs to be like a Grim Reaper hood. You know what I mean? Like fucking huge.
Hey, Mark, you got a guy, Philip Lopez, saying, "What's up, Mark?"
What up, Mr. Lopez? How you doing, brother?
Yeah.
So we have a lot going on in today's studio. We have guests. Tell us. I know also Mark has a lot of.
What do you prefer? Like to strangers?
I just want to talk about the first time I met Johnny C.
Well, you know what? Before you go
That's
into
the story
that,
I wanted to
before you
talk
go into that, we were talking on Instagram, and he's like, "Hey, bro, I want to come through." Cool. And then he hits me up like, "Hey, bro, what's some good bullet points?" Because you do need good bullet points for the show. And the one he shot me was, "Hey, bro, why are always the dental assistants hot as fuck?"
No, always.
Right,
Always.
right.
And I was like,
Always.
and then he was like, "Fuck you, dude, I don't care."
Wait,
Like,
my wife might be listening, so my message did not say hot as fuck.
The
I just
No,
no.
said,
Oh, come on. I had
why
to church
are
it
it
up.
up.
Why
Sure,
are
sure.
dental assistants always attractive? Not all of
Attractive.
them, but 85% of
yeah.
them.
Intriguing.
Look at-
Let's say
And
intriguing.
let's get this right. And I mean hood rat hot.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Different.
Mexican
Kinda
or
hot
Filipino
that
girls?
we find
Yes.
hot. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
like with the long nails and the
I was
crispy
just
hair
gonna
and
say
shit.
that.
The
I was just
crispy
gonna say
peroxide
that.
hair. Yeah,
I
of course.
love them.
If I was a single dude, I would be fucking my teeth up daily so I could live in my dentist office
So-
to try to hit on somebody
Like
because
chip your own
you know
tooth
they're
and shit?
working.
Yeah.
You know they're working, right? They got a good job.
Hell yeah.
And you have, like, there's a decent array of good looking women at dentist office. I don't know why I thought about that. We talked about that the last time we hooked up just on the
Yeah.
beach just to
Dude,
BS.
like
And it
hood,
just came up.
hood Filipino
Yes.
chicks too.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
not
no,
just Mexican chicks, like hood Filipino chicks.
Dude,
Like,
the one at my dentist at Canyon Dental, Tiffany, man, she knows she's like Latina and Asian. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Half and half.
Sure.
But you know when it got me?
Half
You know
and
when
half.
they do those the moldings of your teeth,
The impressions.
the impressions.
Yeah.
She did that, and then I had some of the stuff on my lips.
She
got
licked it off?
No. She got a little towel and was like dabbing it off,
Oh
and I was
my
just like,
God.
"Oh, are you kidding
dude, that's like
me?"
getting washed in the shower.
Yes,
like,
yeah.
just take care of me.
You know what the
fucking treat me
funniest,
like a
the
king.
funniest thing that is, though? You're not, I mean, once a girl's seen the inside of your mouth.
Oh yeah, she knows what's up.
On the level that a dentist
She knows the size of your
assistant-
tongue.
Yeah, she ain't fucking with you.
No.
So it don't matter if you're single. Like, I'm not saying this is a good idea. I'm just saying I would try it, I guess, if I was a single guy. But once a girl's seen the inside of your mouth at
Yeah.
that level, they ain't fucking with you.
And also,
No,
you
hold
think
on
so?
though. But
what
what,
if he-
but
go
what
ahead.
if she sees the progress you've made?
Oh, it's
and,
this
like,
was
the money
working
you
so
on
said,
she
it.
this
knows
was like
that there's a
spending dough.
commitment,
Yeah.
to cleanliness.
Yeah.
Or at the end when they're like, "How are you gonna pay it?" and you just run. I mean, but like, I guess I'm not gonna be with that
With
guy.
dinner, I'm gonna pay it with dinner.
Nah, man. I mean, listen, if you open your mouth and she sees that you have a tongue the size of a fucking cow, I mean, you don't think she's gonna stick around also, though? You know what I mean? Come on.
Well, yeah,
Kick back,
I mean,
Gene
that's
Simmons.
different.
Well, maybe she's working at the dentist office because she has like a bad teeth fetish, and she's there looking for dudes with bad. Like I'm here looking for some bad breath.
Well,
If
that's
you
not-
don't breathe on that box.
That's not the hot hood rat I'm looking for.
Me either. I'm just saying.
You don't want
know
to
what?
have
And
halitosis, honey?
And even if that was the case, she wouldn't have got a napkin to wipe Steve's lip off.
Oh, that was the best.
She would have grabbed her with her fucking, just.
Hey, I'm just telling you though, when she did it, I was just like, fuck.
Oh, that's it, man.
It's like someone drying your hands.
Oh, the best.
Oh, dude.
Did you buzz in the chair?
Nah,
okay.
come on, bro. Yeah, but it was
You never
fun.
know.
It was
You never
dope.
know.
I hope she's
Taken
not
care of.
listening and stops it. You know,
Yeah, she's
when
like,
I go
nope,
in.
It
never
would have helped to
mind.
have a hoodie on, though, not a zip up one, because you could have had your hands all the way through to the front. You know what I mean?
Another mark for fucking
Another
hoodies.
reason
Oh,
for a hoodie.
hoodies.
Another
Hoodies.
reason for a hoodie.
Hoodie Club.
So pull over.
So now, Mark-
So tell us a little bit about yourself. You're into all kinds of things, and I don't know what you would like to talk about, but I know you're into the arts, you're into the photography, and you're into
Right
all
now,
kinds of shit.
photography is big on my passions, like things I like to do, art, music, and that's where me and Steve really kind of started to click. When we first started to work, I hated the dude. You know what I mean?
I wonder why.
But explain what.
Because he's a hater.
Okay, first of all, when you work at K-Rock, going on the Vegas trips is like a little pat on the back that you belong,
Sure.
right? If you get to go on the Vegas trip,
Okay, so let's
Singles
matter.
parties.
Wait, let's talk. Sure, but let's talk numbers because I don't know how many people are.
Let's say
There's
there's
like 40 van drivers.
Okay, and how
at
many?
most,
And who
and
gets?
maybe
and how-
8 are going on that trip.
Oh,
yeah,
shit!
yeah.
So less
maybe
than
8.
oh, so like
Everything
less than a
paid for.
quarter.
Everything paid
Sure.
for.
Yeah,
gonna
you're
get
getting a
hammered.
per diem. You're going to stay in a dope hotel. So it's like a little nod to
Absolutely.
you doing well,
Yeah.
right? So when you get to the level where once you get one of those trips, rarely do you, unless you fall out of grace, you stay on those trips.
Sure.
So that 8 relatively stays the same 8. So this dude shows up the first time. He's a friend of Lightning, so they bring him in on the morning show, right? As Super Steve.
Yeah.
The character.
Yeah.
I mean, in fucking costume.
Yo,
Super
I
Steve.
remember. Yeah.
White, green, white, and red, Hispanic
hell
colors,
yeah.
right?
Afro.
Fucking, and a mask.
Sabas.
Yep, and an afro, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And acting a fool. So he comes in being loud, biting beer cans, right?
Fuck yeah.
And you know me, I'm stoic, kick it in the back,
Yeah.
fuck everyone, smoke
yeah,
my
yeah,
cigarettes, keep it quiet, keep it chill kind of dude. When I'm at work there, you know what I mean? Just keep it on the level. And Steve's just wilding out. And I'm just like, fuck
Comfortable
this
right
dude.
away.
And this is on a
we do
Thursday.
it.
We're live on the air on Thursday, right? They tell him Thursday, hey, you and your boy Chuck want to go on the K-Rock fucking Vegas trip tomorrow. I'm like, what? This motherfucker's going on it? Nobody knows this dude, and he's coming now?
Brand
Just
new.
automatically.
Brand booty
Just
new.
Oh,
yeah.
God, I hated
Yeah.
this prick. So the
Look at
whole
this guy. Look at this fucking
Fuck
guy.
this guy.
the whole weekend, this dude stays in costume. I mean, he practically fucking lives in that costume.
Talent, bro.
So he belly flops into the fucking pool in that costume early in the morning.
Everything.
So everything over time turns out we become good friends, right? We
But
come
how did
to-
we become good friends though? Well, I'm gonna tell me that part
Yeah,
of the story.
okay.
We were doing a gig at the
No Doubt. It was No
There was
Doubt.
no doubt at the
Amphitheater.
amphitheater right there, Universal Amphitheater, dude. And you're new. You have to unload the fucking rig. You
Sure,
have to
of
set the
course.
shit up. Hey, and me and
Okay,
Chuck.
but do you remember at the amphitheater when you drove the cars on, they were so anal about how you pulled onto their property, you had to surround wrap the tires of the
yeah.
car.
Holy
That's how.
shit.
Oh, dude,
No, it's crazy.
there was no joke. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't drive. So it was either carry everything to where you needed it or wrap them tires.
Yeah.
So we'd wrap those tires. So I got out and I was like, tires ain't gonna fucking wrap themselves. And I've been working here a hot minute, so grab that.
Wrap them
surround wrap.
tires, man.
I'm just trying to check the dude I didn't like, right? Thinking he's not gonna do it, thinking he's gonna come off like talent. Homie just grabs a surround wrap, starts wrapping tires with Chuck. So I'm like, all right. That's
Hey, dude,
one.
come on,
That's
dude.
one.
You
all
get
right?
it though. You get it though. You know what I'm
Sure,
saying?
absolutely.
Like I know. I feel it.
Yeah,
Like,
like, you got heat on you. You had heat. You had
Yeah.
heat.
When you come, hey, dude, when you come in like Kobe, Jordan, all those fools want to try to check you. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I mean, you were around it. I mean, I'm not bragging or patting myself on the back. Like, I'm not like bragging, but on the street team,
He was the main
my
dude.
opinion mattered.
Yeah.
Sure.
If
You had some pull.
Yeah,
If
proud.
I said you sucked, everyone on the street team was gonna give you that second look instead of just being like, "Oh, wait, what
Sure.
up, Steve?"
Sure.
So they knew that too, right? So him and Chuck. So that whole day, I swear to God, I didn't lift nothing. I didn't touch shit.
Hey, we unloaded, but we knew what's
I
up.
didn't do shit. And at the end of the night, we're going to wrap something up, and they were doing it, and I walked over and I go, "It's cool. I got it. Thank you. I appreciate you now." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I get that. I just wanted to know that you understood Like that was
There's a pecking order.
Yeah.
And K-Rock was the shit back then.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
whatever
Oh,
people
fuck.
think of it now, we had a blast back
This is
then.
a completely different animal than what it was back then. You
Dude,
know
and it's
what I mean?
crazy
Like,
because
it was.
I see those
Dude.
old school like the van drivers that were just there when I was still there, you know, at
Yeah.
the end. And they're like, oh my god, I miss it so much. No, you don't miss shit.
Yeah, you don't even know. Yeah,
you
you-
don't even know. You don't even know the shit that we did.
Brad Smith, you better stick around because this story I'm meeting, well, one of my stories includes you in the monster truck limo. You remember that shit?
Oh, yeah.
That's
No,
how we
yeah, the
met
Rockstar
Brad.
limo.
That's
Yeah.
how we met Brad.
No, we
Brad
had the
Smith,
Rockstar
USA.
Yeah.
Dude. So anyways, so now we're friends, right? So now we go on a trip, another Vegas trip to the Hard Rock Hotel. I don't know Johnny, I don't know Nick, the guy that's coming with them. I'm not big on letting random ass dudes stay in my hotel room. Like I said, I'm the lay in the back. Like I'm not the room. Come party at my room. I'm the one saying, get the fuck out of my room. Go find another room. You know what I mean? Steve tells me, I got 2 guys staying in our room this weekend. I'm like, you motherfucker. He goes, nah, they're cool. One's a piercer, one's a tattoo artist. You're going to dig them both. I'm like, I fucking better dig them both, or it's your ass. Right? So he tells me these dudes are coming, right? So there's a knock on the door. We get to the hotel. We get in there. We're in the room at the Hard Rock, and there's a knock on the door. Steve goes and answers it, and I'm just sitting in a chair facing the door. Johnny walks in, drops a bag, hasn't said a fucking word, reaches in and starts jiggling his fucking ball sack and pulls out a big old fat sack of weed and throws it on me. And he goes, I suppose you're Oso. And I go, yeah, I'm Oso. He goes, I've had that shit. He goes, I don't know if I'd touch that. I've had that under my sack for about 3 fucking hours, but I heard you don't like people in your room, so that's for you.
Oh shit.
And I'm like,
Paid you off.
I'm
up
like,
front.
oh shit. I'm like, hey, I don't know what the fuck he told you, but we're good, dog. So
It's all feed, man.
we go on to have the best Nick was out of fucking control that weekend.
big time.
He goes down to that party we have a private party
Big
at the
Taco.
Hard Rock pool, right?
Oh no, the pool one. Yeah.
He goes with pull away jogging pants.
Yeah, like pull.
Oh,
yeah.
like the
Right,
basketball
Like
players.
it- like
the
it-
break- the
yeah,
old school
like-
70s one, the breakaways, right?
Right.
A pair of black chucks, black socks, and some fucking like
A
G-strings.
red Speedo.
Not
Yeah,
a
a
G-string.
red Speedo.
A red Speedo,
nut
super
hugger.
small.
And
yeah,
like, and
super
this was,
small.
and he had already at this time a full bodysuit.
Yeah.
Like he was super, and like this was before.
I mean, tattooed butt cheeks. This dude's tattooed everywhere.
and this is way before like seeing a bodysuit was like
Right.
a regular thing.
I mean,
like this,
literally
you know,
from
like-
the edge of his throat to the top of his feet was tattooed already. I mean, and kids like 24 at the time,
Yeah,
20 something at
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
He's young. So he's wearing like gold Elvis style sunglasses that have holes all along the side, big thick
Right.
rim, gold sunglasses. I think like some kind of Kango hat or something, and those breakaways and just a shirt.
Right.
I have no idea what he's gonna do, right? So he waits for the party to get cracking, and he looks at Johnny. He goes, "Should I go now?" And Johnny's like, "Yeah, fuck it, go now." And I'm like, "Go now? What? What do you mean? What's now? What are we doing here?"
You're right.
He walks out to the middle of the dance floor, starts fucking dancing like a white guy.
He's
like
doing the
a
rock.
white-
And what that dance is called is the rock and roll dance. Is what we would do. And what we would do drunk anywhere. It was Nick and Cody's thing, like the rock and roll dance, and it is like.
Like the Carlton?
It's
little
like,
bit like it?
it's like you start doing this, and you go back
all
and
right,
forth,
all right.
and it's like this fucking stupid shit
It's
that Nick
yeah,
invented.
it's just crazy. I mean, yeah, it's indescribable. And he starts doing this shit and takes off his jacket, to which he has no shirt underneath. Then pulls these breakaways, to which he's got red Speedos on in the middle of a private party at the Hard Rock. I barely met the dude earlier today, and I'm like, holy shit, this guy's gold. Like, save this dude at all costs. This guy is magic.
Right.
And so we just go on. We have the best weekend. I go like the following weekend and get tattooed by Nick, pierced by this guy, my ears done. And we just stayed in touch over the years, and just like that was it. Those are my guys. I've only been tattooed by 2 dudes in my life. Nick's one of them, and I've known these guys forever. So I'm glad I'm here to help celebrate your birthday. But
Oh,
we had a
thank you.
good time, man. It was a lot of fun.
It's so like I've told Steve before. I've told the story before that that wasn't an accident. You know what I mean? Like I went in there. I told Nick before. I was like, "Look, man, we're gonna fucking raise hell. Like these fools aren't ready for what's gonna happen right now. But we're getting in with these fools. Like they're like we're gonna do what we do every weekend. I was
Yeah,
like, we're
yeah.
gonna do what we do here." And after that, we're gonna be friends with all these dudes, you know. And Nick was
And
like,
we
all right.
were.
And
We
Nick was like, all
legit
right,
friends.
you know, like okay. And that's exactly what we did. We went in
Legit
there
friends.
and went crazy. And there was like, oh, we want these guys to hang out. It's like, yeah, fuck yeah,
Yeah,
we do
for
that.
sure. For sure.
We had a good old time. It was fun. And like I did my best to like not really. I never asked.
Nah.
What was up like at work?
Nah.
I didn't ask who's who. Like it was just like I'm cool. All right,
Yeah.
the rest I don't
Yep.
care about. Like,
Yep.
like the rest doesn't matter to me. Fucking do your thing.
The way it was, like, especially for you and guys like Nick, like, if we knew, I could know your chick was into Coldplay. I remember one time they were performing at
the House of Blues.
Yep, and we made sure that you were in for that. You know what I
Dude,
mean? But then the
that
next
chick-
time we needed something, you made sure it was taken care of. Like,
That chick was
that's just the way it worked.
That girl. That's one of the only times I ever made a girl cry.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're gonna go do this thing, you know, blah blah blah. What are we gonna do? And it was like Coldplay, like
And that was the magic. That was the magic of K-Rock back in that day. Like that story I was gonna tell about the monster truck limo. Like the different sides, the yin and the yang, the crazy and the cool of K-Rock. Like
Oh, hell yeah.
one weekend, I'm in a monster truck limo where Deja Vu, the strip club, has a magazine that also went with their club. Right?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
would
yeah.
distribute a magazine back then. So they send, I don't know how fucking bald Brad Smith, God bless you, hooked this up. He sends like, I think it was 6 strippers in that monster truck, right? So they pull up. We're doing Family Values tour at the Pond with Korn and like Limp Brisket or whoever the hell it was. And we're set up on a huge, massive stage outside. Like bands could have performed on this stage, right? Strikers out there. This truck pulls up and Smiley, our old boss, walks over and he goes, hey, so your job's to go help them strippers get out of that monster truck. They can't get out.
They're fucking stuck.
And
They're
I'm
so
like,
tall.
What? I'm like, that's my job? He's like, I'm telling you, go get them fucking strippers out of that
help
monster
them bitches
truck
out.
and then get them on this fucking stage. I'm like, well, whatever you say, boss.
Did you have
I'm
to
over
rest
it.
them on your face and get them, put them down like
They were
safely?
literally sitting down butt first into my hand so I could reach them and then lowering them down to where I could grab their forearm and then they put their legs straight down. And so I'm just grabbing all these strippers by their butt.
You're
just
like the
letting them
human
down,
pole.
right?
They're just like twirling down
I'm
around
like,
you.
fuck, this is work,
You
right?
didn't
So I
try to
think
turn it, ball it into a fist at all? Just you know what I mean? Might as well get in there. You know what I mean?
so. We get
what they have for
these
dinner.
chicks. So later on that night, right, we got to get them back. So my boss says, "Hey, someone from the station has to ride with them back
Sure.
to make sure everything goes right. We're responsible for that limo. You're riding
Not
back.
the strippers, but the limo for
Yeah.
sure.
You're right, yeah. You're riding back in that limo. And I'm like, say less. But I don't want to go alone. Send someone. I need witness. I'm already married at this time. I'm the only van driver in history that was ever fucking married. So they send Fern Dog, which if any of you know Fern Dog, you might as well fucking send no one or send another stripper or another fucking
kid.
You just sent the devil with you, right?
So you might as well
So-
send no one.
So I'm just not a Cottonmouth Kings fan, right? These 6 strippers are
OKMK.
in love.
Oh, they love it.
Love with the Cottonmouth Kings.
Dude.
So they put it on repeat. It's not stopping. It's taking us 45 minutes to even leave this parking lot. And they pull out the fattest sack of weed I've ever seen. And I'm like, oh, damn, whatever. Put on what you want, ladies. You know what I mean?
Listen to whatever you want to.
So they start doing a full-on photo shoot for the magazine. They had a photographer in the truck, right? So I'm in the middle of a porno shoot, and they're like, hey, just smoke a joint, and we'll have these girls going at it on you. I'm like, no, fuck you. You ain't putting me in print,
Yeah,
right?
I don't want my face in
So
any
I
of
went and
this.
sat right next to the photographer. But I'm literally getting paid to drive from Anaheim to North Hollywood, watching a porno photo shoot of these 6 strippers in the back of a monster truck. And I'm like, I'm getting paid for this. You know what I
Sounds
mean?
awesome. Yeah, fucking sounds amazing.
Right, and that's your job. But then there's other times where, like Inland Invasion, where we go and somehow Robert Smith and The Cure end up at the Hilton in
Where
Ontario.
we're staying.
The Ontario Hilton, right? People take prostitutes to the Ontario Hilton.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a classy place then.
We're in the Ontario Hilton, and I get a phone call at 3 a.m. from a coworker, Michelle Redsaw. Red, what's up? And she says, also come meet me in the elevator on your floor. We're going to Dave's room, King of Mexico Dave.
Yeah.
Cure's in his room. And I said, fuck you, the Cure's not at the Ontario Hilton, 1. And 2, they're not in fucking Dave's room. And she goes, 1, they're here. 2, yes, they're in Dave's room. And I said, Michelle, if they're not there, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
I would have killed all of you. Whoever's in that room is gonna get murdered if it's not the Cure.
Mind you, if I had to pick one band that means more to me than anything in the world, it might be The Cure. Like, it's The Cure, it's Pink Floyd, it might be Depeche Mode, like, it might be Modest Mouse. Like, it's that.
Yeah, they're in the conversation.
Very closely. And so I'm like, no.
I was not going to drop that in there, but you know.
Not that level. But so anyways, so I get to the elevator shaft, we get there, we walk in, we open the door. The first person I see in Dave's room is Lisa Warden. Now, if you know anything, you know damn well Lisa Warden isn't in Dave's room if someone that doesn't matter isn't in Dave's room. So
she's not in there hanging out with Dave.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, who's Lisa Warden?
She was the music director of the entire radio station.
Oh,
so
right on.
She decided
what music
with
gets
Kevin
played.
Weatherly what got played, who got played,
okay.
and I mean, she'd get shout outs from bands on stage. Like, I remember seeing Coldplay at the Hollywood Bowl saying, "Thank you, Lisa Warden." Like, she was a somebody. So you open the door and she's there. I'm like, okay, somebody's here. So another guy we worked with doesn't smoke cigarettes, looks at me and goes, "Hey, you got your cigarettes on you?" I go, "Yeah, of course." He goes, "Let's go on the balcony. Robert Smith's out there." And I'm like, "Shut the fuck." And this is a 2-bedroom Ontario Hilton bedroom. This isn't a suite. This isn't
you're at the audience.
There's no,
like 2 conjoined rooms.
There's 40 people in there. There's 10 people on each bed. Every member of the Cure's in there talking to different groups, and they tell me Robert Smith's out on the balcony. And I'm like, "You're fucking kidding me." So we walk out there, and sure as shit, Robert Smith's out there with 3 of the biggest fucking goth girls I've ever seen in my life. And I mean big, like as in size-wise, like large.
Like they
women.
could break the balcony.
Large women, right?
Hell yeah.
I mean, most goth girls are on the very plus side.
That's not
just
true.
saying.
I didn't want to say that because not all of them are. Not
There's a
all
lot
them
of
are.
ones and a lot of zeros.
Well,
like
he,
that's,
yeah, he had all zeros. You know what I mean? And
They were gothic.
Super
yes,
gothic.
yes,
That's
they were
funny because
guys.
yes,
I was waiting to throw that one in there.
That was good. That was
that's
excellent.
funny. Yes. So got thick girls, right? So I'm just standing there smoking my cigarette, looking over, and these girls go down and are spit shining Robert Smith's black boots.
Holy shit.
He's standing in the
playing like a
corner of the
motherfucker.
balcony, and I'm standing up against the railing of the balcony, kind of looking back towards the corner, and I'm like, am I fucking watching this? Like, what the fuck's going on right now? And all 3 of them are down there fucking spitting on his boots and fucking wiping them clean. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And so I don't know if he got tired of that or whatever, but they got up. He walked back
Maybe he got
inside.
tired of that.
I don't know if he was
His shoe
like,
fucking, his
He's
shoe
like, look,
was,
bitch, my
shoe
boots are
fetish.
cleaning up.
honestly, he looked up and looked at us, was like, almost like, I hope you find this as amusing as me.
Like, you see
Right.
what's going on
Like,
right
this
now?
is the kind of shit I
dude.
just get people to do just to see if they'll
Like,
do it.
I didn't even
almost.
ask. I didn't even ask these bitches.
I don't
to
think
do
he
that.
did.
They
I
just
really
started
don't.
fucking
I really,
yeah,
really
yeah,
don't.
Yeah.
So he walks inside and he goes, "Who'd like to hear some piano?" And I'm like,
Oh,
"What the fuck's this fool talking about?" So everyone goes, "Yeah, I'd love to hear some fucking piano." So we walk out and there's a piano in the lobby.
oh.
So he walks over, opens up this piano, and people are just staggered along this stairway going up along this piano. And fucking Robert Smith of the Cure is playing for 20 minutes to just us. Like, that's the kind of, you can't buy that shit.
Fuck yeah.
There was no way to buy that.
And
You know
that's
mean?
what I mean when people were like, "Oh yeah, no, dude, those were the days."
Yeah,
Like,
that's why
staying at
they
that
paid
place.
van drivers $10 an hour, because they knew if you didn't want it, fuck you. There's 1,000 people that'll be here tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like there were days he brought up Morrissey. Like, I got to be Morrissey's bodyguard for a day. Like, they just brought me into the studio to make fun of me because Kevin and Bean had thought it was so funny about how I was when I first got to see him live, was at Coachella, and they gave me their on-stage passes, let me and my wife go watch him for the first time live from the stage. So they brought me in one day when they had him on, and their label goes, "Hey, there's a ton of people outside. Would you mind being his bodyguard? We didn't expect this." I'm like, "Did you just ask me to be fucking Morrissey's bodyguard?" Like, fuck yeah, I'll be Morrissey's bodyguard. I grew up fucking crying to this shit. Yeah, I'll be his fucking bodyguard.
And I think he cried that
Did
day
you whack?
too.
Did you whack
I
him
wasn't
away with
gonna-
like?
I wasn't gonna bring
what
that
kind
up.
of flowers does he like daisies or tulips? Were you whacking him away with like tulips and shit?
It was just the craziest shit. Like it's stuff you look back and like you can't even explain to people the kind of shit you'd get into on a
Like,
daily basis.
I remember one year at Acoustic Christmas, we see, and this is fucking however fucking long ago, there's Tito Ortiz standing there. He had a pea coat on and he's fucking standing there. And I'm drunk, you know, and I'm like, fuck Tito Ortiz. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that dude. Like, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, go tell him. And I was like, I'll fucking walk right up to that fool and tell him like exactly what I think. And they're like, go tell him, go tell him. I was like, all right, I'll go right now. And I walk over and I go, yo, Tito. Nice to meet you, man.
What's up?
But that's what's up with those events, because like even at Acoustic Christmas, man, everybody was there.
All the time.
Everybody.
You know,
was
okay,
there.
so something I didn't get from you guys, because obviously you guys are all together in this, but what years are we talking about? Like from what year to what, roughly?
2000, 2001,
Yeah,
2,
maybe.
3,
Yeah.
like the end of what K-Rock really is.
I was there in
And
the
was.
late 90s through with
Yeah.
Steve's time in the early 2000s. And it was different. Like the reason I got hired in what was the biggest group that ever got hired at one time because they had caught a group of people partying at an event and they didn't bother to clean up their fucking mess. So the boss comes down, goes to do a random inspection on vehicles, opens up the box truck, and it's fucking just filled with fucking weed and like empty bottles of alcohol and beer, and they just fired
everybody.
Everyone that was scheduled on that event got fired. So they got rid of like 15 people in a day, so they hired 15 people in a day.
had to
And I had
replace the
just happened to
bodies,
be looking for work and got in, and I ended up like staying at K-Rock for a long time, went through sales, went on to record labels, but all of it came through K-Rock. Like,
Right.
it was just it what led me to a whole path, like a whole career in entertainment, and it was crazy, all just from being a van driver. And people didn't realize the kind of pull you had as a van driver at K-Rock.
Sure.
I remember us going to Vegas one time to see Modest Mouse, and the label rep calling me in Vegas saying, "Are you good? Are you taken care of?" I'm like, I'm a fucking van driver, lady. You know that, right? Like, I'm not Oso from On Air. I'm fucking nobody.
Right.
I was just like, yeah, I'm good. She's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I'm straight. She's like, right on. I just wanted to make sure. I'm like, how the fuck did you even know I was here? You know what I mean?
How did
Like,
you get my phone number?
yeah, it was crazy the kind of respect you got from people. And not all street teamers got that
Hell
at other
no, hell
radio
no.
stations from the labels. Like the labels themselves.
And not
gave
even
it up
all,
to you.
not even all of them there at K-Rock got it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
oh, for sure.
So it wasn't so much the radio station; it was just like you guys, I guess you
No,
could say.
it
You
was,
had
a lot
some
of it
weight.
was the radio.
Oh,
the
no,
way-
it's the radio
Of course,
station.
it was a radio
Yeah.
station, but I mean, it wasn't solely the radio station.
No,
it was
not-
also
no, not
your,
at all,
you guys
not at
as
all.
your charisma or who you were to these people.
Oh,
and
100%.
the people that got to the levels that were, the bosses, they had the respect of everyone in the industry. So if
Yeah.
those people deemed you, like if you were at a special event, the people that were at that special event from the label or whoever knew you were worth the shit, or
Sure.
you wouldn't have been at that event.
You had gravitas.
Like when they did the Kevin and Bean live broadcast, there was a small team that got to work on that because Lightning was no bullshit. Some people hated Lightning. I fucking love Lightning. I don't like people that beat around the bush. If you want something done, tell me how the fuck to do it, and I'll do it. You know what I mean? I don't.
That's the best out of
what-
a boss. Like, that's what you want.
Exactly,
You know?
especially in those situations where we got 2 hours to go live with the fucking #1 radio station in the country at the time. Don't just tell me what the fuck you want. And Lightning was dope about that. And if you did it, he'd tell people like, Oso better be on that fucking schedule for all those events, and you're just good. Then you're just included in everything Kevin and Bean. And so then you're included with everything that Steve was doing. So Steve would go out and they would send him to go do something. Well, he needs a driver. Oh, well, him, Oso or Omi's son Oso with them. So then you're just out driving around doing bullshit with this
At
guy.
that time, it was so like, even just completely from the outside, which is where
Yeah.
I was at, it fucking looked, and there was big shit going on all the time. Whether it was like shows, secret shows, the breakfast, the fucking trips, there was like big shit going on fucking constantly. And I never felt like I had to ask for everything because there was going to be something dope, right? Like I could pick and choose and only ask for the shit I really wanted to go to because there was fucking shit that was awesome going on all the goddamn time.
There was a time where I became good friends and still am good friends with my boy over there at Power 106. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we got to do fucking Power 106
Yeah, Jeff
shit.
Garcia. We went to breakfast over there.
So this is the old. I still don't know what happened.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So Steve and I are at. Was it just Ice Cube or was it West Side Connection?
No, it was just Ice Cube.
So it's just Ice Cube a breakfast for Power 106, and he's up there performing, doing his thing, and Steve and I are in the back fucking kicking it against the pole. And so like the thing ends, and Ice Cube, who, and so all these dudes like are coming, and they're like talking to each other, obviously about me. Like, I don't know. It's like all the dudes from the morning show. And they're talking to each other, and it's about me, and it's like, because they're like looking and pointing and talking, and then like all the dudes come up and start giving me hugs and pounds, and they're like, "What's up, fam? It's fucking good to see you. Bro, you can come through later." And it's like, Yeah. And then they leave, and I told
sure you
Steve,
got
I was
the
like,
right guy?
I go, Steve, who the fuck do they think I am? He's like, I don't know.
He's just part of the crew.
And it was like Big Boy and like all the dudes from the
Pussy
fucking morning
Pal,
show
whatever the heck-
are coming to give me fucking pounds and hugs and talking about, am I going to come through? And I was like,
Yeah, it's like 1 year at Weenie Roast, I got a call that they said Modest Mouse is looking for some fucking weed. Oh, so we need you to come through, And I'm like, oh fuck. They knew I had brought my shit into the fucking venue, right? So they knew I had some, and they were looking for some, and they were in their fucking dressing room. So Jeremy comes and gets me. He's like, hey, Dick, they're looking for some weed. They asked me when they were signing the board, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I got you. And, like, mind you, like I said, like, one of my top 5 bands of all time, fucking Modest Mouse. And at that time, like, they would have probably been the number 1. Like, they were fucking my everything, right? So I'm like, oh, shit, right?
Wait, quick. Is this when they had Johnny Marr with them? Is that
No,
this was
before.
before that.
Oh,
This was
okay.
before that,
Imagine
right?
fucking smoking out Johnny Marr.
Okay, well, I got a question. I mean, how much weed did you bring with you that you're able
lot
to
of
split?
fucking
Like
suitcase?
Like a quarter pound, like a brick, or what the fuck?
Quarter pound with cheese?
I probably had like a quarter ounce with me, inside the venue, so enough to fucking smoke
Right.
them out while they're there,
Right,
like they're only
right.
gonna be there
But
a few
no
hours.
take home, yeah.
No, just
no
for them, for their
no spare
head.
tires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were just looking to fucking roll a couple joints, they said.
Right.
So, cool. So I go in there, I fucking lace them up, whatever. And I'm in there just bullshitting with them, talking about being a fan in their music, whatever. So later on that night, remember there'd always be an after party after
Absolutely.
Weenie Roast?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Amy would host an after party somewhere in a room or whatever. And this was before they got smart at the end where they started getting us actual ballrooms because we were just
Yeah,
going
it was
off too
fucking
crazy.
shit up,
They
yeah.
turned too big.
Yeah,
They all started
overrun a
off
room.
as like, it started off as no rooms. It'd be a bunch of rooms. We'd just be fucking room hopping
Right.
the whole hotel. Then it got to where they'd say, oh, go up to these upper rooms and we'll party up there, right? So Amy had led us up to her room and we're all partying up there. And I had left the party and someone called me and they're like, hey, Modest Mouse is up here. They got to leave, but they don't want to leave before they say bye to you.
Aww.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, say bye to me. So I'm fucking,
Yeah.
I'm running up the fucking room. Like, I'm running up there, right? And,
Fanboy
and
moment?
the only one that was still there was Jeremiah Green, the drummer. So he's still there. And he's like, oh, so what's up? And he fucking breaks me off and gives me a big old hug. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, that's just that crazy shit where, like, you guys know I'm a fucking band driver, right? Like, tomorrow night, I'm going to be sitting in front of a fucking Sprint.
Yeah.
Passing out fucking calling cards. Or at fucking Bear Mountain passing out Cholula fucking packets or whatever. You know what I mean? But it was like
yeah.
that you did those things to have those days like that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Where like it was
Damn,
just,
I should have applied for fucking van driver instead of stupid fucking phone op that I never got or board op. Fuck you, K-Rock.
Yeah, you're
Well,
whack.
Well, that's the
You're
thing,
whack,
though.
fool.
The van drivers would become the board ops.
Sure.
Or
Yeah.
the phone ops.
And it was great. That's another thing that I noticed is that, like that, no matter what you did, what you really had to do was get in.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then from there, you could get a job doing
Yeah.
whatever it was you
Because
do.
honestly, there'd be people that they would take that were phone ops on different things where a bunch of promo people didn't get to go on that trip, but a
Yeah.
phone op did. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, because you get it. You know what I mean? Like they had a saying there, like, oh, he gets it.
Yeah.
Like they just knew. Like there were some people that understood what we were doing there and some people that didn't.
Yeah, Mario
you know?
wouldn't have got it.
He didn't get it.
You should have gone in as a janitor.
he didn't even get hired. He didn't get hired.
It's like they looked at his app. It's like, no, this fool too square.
You know
as
what?
fuck,
You know what?
eh?
I didn't get it, but it's okay. I became friends with people from K-Rock.
Which is way better. Like I never worked there either. Like that was way better to not work there.
And to be honest with you, as more I wanted to get into it, as time kept going, things started changing. After they were owned by Infinity Broadcast, when I at that time period was the funnest, and then they sold to CBS, and then they sold to whoever they are now. It's like it's.
And then the minute that you know that Weatherly's not involved, like then it ain't worth the shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, everyone's gone.
he was the well. I mean, not that it's not worth the shit. Just wasn't what we grew up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not the same
Well,
at all.
Yeah, it's not.
But things do change.
That's what I'm saying. I get that it has to change, but it's not at all what we were a part of and what we.
And the thing though is that it's changed not only in music but in attitude, in everything. Like there's things
Yeah,
that
their
we
whole
did.
mission statement's totally
Oh, yeah,
different.
the-
You listen to it now, and it's like fucking. They got like hip hop.
Like
They got
our-
like fucking. Not, I mean,
Yeah.
I gotta say Takashi, but I mean, they
But
got like
he's
more
saying
hip
like
hop.
he's even saying
But
the
I'm saying, like, the
attitude. Like I
culture-
remember
okay.
being in board meetings where like the big bosses would come, people you'd never see. And
Right.
fucking Lightning would be secretly recording the whole shit so they could
Right.
fucking make fun of it the next day on the morning show that they were telling
Right.
them not to do this shit about.
Yeah.
They didn't
Right.
give a fuck. You know what I mean? And that's what
Yeah.
made K-Rock great. They didn't give a fuck. And they really wanted the van drivers to, on a certain level, not give a fuck either.
You
know
have
what I
to.
mean?
There's a brand.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And when they talk about, when you say he gets it, what they're talking, what I hear is we have our brand, and these people, whether they're doing it on purpose or whether just this is who they are, they understand the brand and like what we're trying to promote and the kind of people, the kind of attitude, the kind of lifestyle that we are promoting here.
I would say it's more like a personality. In other words, I mean, obviously not an honor personality, but just a personality on your own. Like if you're going to do event here, they want you to be memorable. You know what I mean? Where it's I'll do that. You know,
sure.
so
There's a lot of characters. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And the people that kind of work their way up were also like the characters, like fucking, like
I
Mike.
remember-
Mike. What's Mike's last name?
Catherwood?
Yeah.
No. Mike that has the flamingo tattooed on the Nick.
Oh,
did.
Uncle
Salas.
Mikey.
Mike Salas,
Yeah.
Smiley,
Yep.
fucking Aisa. Like these are all people like you guys. These are all people that were like stood out in a crowd. You know what I'm like 100%. Like just on looks and on their personality, like stood out in a crowd. And those just so happened to be the ones that fucking rose through that I would see over and over again. It's like, oh yeah, that guy, he gets it.
I remember I got us kicked off of the Palladium property for months. We weren't allowed to do shows there because the owner had come out and given us shit or something. And I was like, what a fucking dick, you know? So we started giving shit away. And he didn't know I had made friends with cops because you used to have to get there early to get the parking you needed before people that were coming for the show showed up. So you'd be there fucking 4 hours before anyone else. So you just go park the truck and then go walk around fucking Hollywood, go eat, go to Amoeba, whatever. So we're down there, we're parked. People start coming in. I had already met the cops, laced them up for their kids with shirts and stuff. So they were cool as shit with me, right? They're bike cops. So we start giving stuff away and there's a crowd of people. So I'm just tossing shirts to people. And the owner comes out and just loses his shit that I'm throwing stuff and inciting a fucking mob. And I was like, bro, I was throwing shit to get it done quicker than trying to hand shit out and have people coming at me. I'm trying to just keep people back and get it done so we'd be done. Well, he just lost his shit, told us we got to leave, whatever. So I go back. I think I'm going to get fired. I just got us kicked off the Palladium because we were doing shows there all the time. So my boss said, oh, I don't give a fuck. So he called me in, him and Smiley called me into the big boss, Amy, and they're like, well, what can we do? So they went and had a special Lico made so you could park right across the street from the Palladium. We didn't try to pretend like we own it. We would just park a vehicle inside their parking lot. So we just looked like we showed up. So now, to punk this bastard, we parked across the street and shined a fucking Lico light onto the Palladium that said K-Rock in 20 fucking feet. Now it looks like it's our show. So you kicked us off. Not only did I not get in trouble, now we look like we own your fucking venue.
Yeah.
You know? And he was, and I begged. I'm like, can I please be on that fucking first fucking, and she's like, oh yeah, for sure. So I'm there, I fucking light this thing up. We get it dialed in. This dude here, he comes fucking storming out, right? So he's fucking livid. And I'm like, what are you going to do about it, right? So he calls the cops. Well, it just so happens to be the same cops from the first night that I had hooked up with their fucking kids. They're the ones that show up. They're like, what's this guy fucking complaining about? And I go, well, it's not our show, but he don't know. I mean, what the fuck? Like, he don't know where we're at.
Yeah.
And I'm shining a light from over here. And the cop goes, you ain't breaking the law by my book. And he told the guy, you can fuck off. Go back inside. Go have your show. I'm like, later, dick. And he was so fucking mad. He tried every time. And that's all we did from then on. We never did anything else. For a long time at the Palladium, we didn't do anything there. We just set up across the street and shine lights on their fucking venue.
Even
you know
worse.
what I mean?
And he's
And
like,
that's
you know,
the
how about
kinda-
you guys come inside next time?
That's the kind of culture that was cool there. That not only did I not get in trouble for getting us kicked out of one of the biggest fucking venues we were doing work at within the city. You know, like there was a lot of shows at the Palladium.
Hell yeah.
And we're not allowed to be on site now. And not only did I not get in trouble, they came up with a more gangster
punk
way
this
to
fool.
fucking punk these fools and make the shows look like they were ours. You know what I mean? So it was just like that attitude is kind of what's gone missing from that station. Like it doesn't feel that way anymore. You know what I mean?
I mean, do you guys listen to that? What is it? Alt 98.7?
No.
I don't really listen to radio at all.
I started listening to the Woody Show, all thanks to the Michelada Rumbles and other people I know that like them. I started listening to that KLOS in the morning.
It's not bad. I mean, so that's the one that Bean's on? No, Kevin?
No, neither. No, the morning show is something different.
But isn't
Kevin's on
the
KLOS now.
afternoon.
Yeah.
he's on KLOS.
Yeah, but he's on the
Sluggo.
afternoon drive.
Afternoon 3 to 7.
Wow.
You need me, Kevin. Got to get that shit brown, homie.
What's up?
Shit.
What's up?
Shout out to Kevin Ryder.
Gotta make
Get
that shit
Super Steve
brown.
on there.
right.
Sluggo. Shit. Kevin, damn.
Fuck.
Make that shit brown, homie. You know where you're at? You're in LA, bro.
It's Kalos.
Yeah.
Kilos.
Kalos.
Kalos.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Kalo's full.
Maybe they need a van driver for the afternoon drive. I don't know.
So what's happening? We're gonna eat or what?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking right now too. Like brisket time, bro.
What's up? Is it time to eat?
You know what? We set up a special camera so you can kind of, and a microphone over there. How about you go take your spot over there really quick and see how it sounds?
All right.
And then I'll go set up the fucking the brisk cam.
All right.
I'm surprised Johnny was able to wait this long.
Dude, I've been thinking about it the whole time. Though. It's like,
know
oh,
you
yeah.
have.
But just,
You can see the
Brisket.
saliva coming out of the bottom
yeah,
of your mask.
I'm like,
right there.
I'm like, concentrate. Concentrate on what everybody's saying. Don't think about fucking brisket.
Nah, definitely. Those are the days, man. I mean, radio, you know, I mean, it is what it is, bro. Things change. Everything changes, you know?
But it really like it.
It didn't
changed.
feel. It
There
didn't
was
feel
like
corporate
events.
back then.
No, and there was like
Oh, no, it
like-
wasn't.
And when I say events, I mean like they were
But-
events. you
no,
know
but
what
you
I
had
mean?
to-
I mean, like you remember, like I got sent to Havasu with the general manager's credit card. They literally handed us his credit card and said, "Go to Havasu and blow that shit up.
Hell yeah.
If you fucking sink anything, ruin anything, light anything on fire, don't even bother fucking coming back." But like, how do you get sent to Havasu?
Yeah.
No rooms, no nothing. We show up and every room, dude. This is Havasu for spring break.
So everything's just booked
Everything's
up.
booked. And this is when colleges had tried to spread their spring break so they weren't all on
Sure,
the same
stagger
week.
'em out,
So they
yeah.
were going to send us 2 weeks in a row. So the first week we get out there, we don't have a room, we don't have nothing. We get to the hotel, we have to just tell her, like Curtis ends up just fast talking his way into that girl just dropping someone and putting us on. And we told him, we don't care what you charge, it ain't our credit card.
Yeah, charge
we straight out
whatever
told
you
him,
want.
we were told to come here and blow this shit up. We need a room. So if it's $500 for 2 nights, we don't give a fuck. It's
$500.
$1,000, I don't give a shit. So they just charged it. We go and we rent a pontoon boat that we had to put those full sound systems on.
Yep.
The big, you know, those big
Yeah.
sound systems we use. They're not like, I don't even know what they use now. I'm sure it fits in a fucking handheld box. They were crazy.
Yeah.
Heavy,
We had
crazy,
that
big.
with big, huge speakers on a pontoon boat with a generator to power it all. Pulled into Copper Canyon for 2 days in a row. Just, I mean,
And almost sunk it.
and almost sunk it.
Almost sunk it.
We were there, and my buddy goes, "Hey, I think we're sinking." And I go, "No. I spilled a beer. We're good." And he goes, "Oh, so I think we're sinking." So I look down, and the whole front of the pontoons are in the water.
Holy
So a
shit.
couple of my buddies had gone with me that weekend out to meet us out there. So I go, "Hey," I told one of my big homies from the neighborhood, I go, "Hey, lock arms with me, and we're walking all these people off the front of this boat." He goes, "The end of the water?" I go, "Yeah, fuck them. I don't know who they are. Like, there was 5 of us when we got on here. I don't need 35 of us on here
Yeah.
now." So we just locked arms and walked everyone off the front of this boat, just spilling them off. And you could feel the boat pop back up. And I'm like, man, and we had to do that 2 weekends in a row. Like, that was your job. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, there's
Yeah.
no way they would do that.
And like
now.
for what? Like the K-Rock is not on the air in Lake Havasu. Like what the hell were you guys doing to the others?
But like you said, it's the attitude. Like,
Sure.
we're where it's at.
Of course, like that exactly.
Because they
Like,
knew
of
a lot of
course
those
K-Rock's
people that
gonna
were
be
at
here.
at college, whether they went to Arizona or wherever they went, they may end up in Cali.
Sure, or from there, or
And
from
be like,
whatever.
"Oh fuck,
Yeah.
we partied with them, dude." So
Right.
then, like, we ended up having an after party. Like, it was crazy. We took over the club at night. We took over. I mean, it was.
Same thing like in Big Bear. We go to Big Bear,
Yep.
take over bars, everything, dude. It's just like the
Dude,
West
we used
Coast
to go
pop
to-
out
we used to
podcast
go
taking
to-
over the world.
Take it over.
Diamond hands.
Diamond Hands.
All right, Evil Noriega, let's check out that mic to see how that sounds.
Check. 1, 2. What's
I
up?
hear
What's
it.
Oh,
up?
that sounds good.
There we
Yeah,
go.
is it good?
All
All
right, let's get this meat cam on right
A meat cam.
Very meaty, very cam.
Oh shit!
right.
There's me. I see me.
I see a
Fuck.
big blade right there.
I know. It's like it's a carving knife and shit. Better be careful. Last time I almost carved my fucking finger off.
Shit, if it tastes like barbecue, I'll eat it.
At that.
All right, so tell us what we're looking at here.
This is a brisket. It's basically the peck of a fucking cow, man.
The peck.
The peck.
Titty?
Chest muscles.
Yeah, the chest muscle. So this is
it
what it
looks like
looks
my
like when
pecs,
you
bro.
cook it. And it took like about 10 hours, close to 10 hours to cook.
Damn.
So why does it take so long?
It's because
Why do you have to have it in there for so long?
well, you have to break down the fucking muscle. It's tough, man, because it's the peck of the cow. It's not like a steak. That's like it's not necessarily a muscle that's not being used. A brisket, again, is a peck, so it holds itself up. So it's like really tough meat. So you have to cook it long to break down the muscle. You know what I mean? To make it kind of like
A little slow and
edible.
low.
Yeah, it's like so that way you're not chewing fucking shoe leather.
Shoe leather.
So you can actually cook this for less time, but it will be real rubbery.
Yeah, it'll be hard. Like you wouldn't want to cook it for like a low amount of time. I mean, you want to cook it for it depends on the weight, of course. You usually cook like an hour a pound. Most briskets weigh, I mean, like anywhere between 8 to 20 pounds. So, yeah, I mean, so you're gonna go ahead like if you get a 20-pound brisket, you're cooking it for 20 hours.
And then you let it rest for a few.
Yeah, you want to let it rest for a few hours. And that's only just to let it cool down.
This right
Because if you
now-
cut into something hot, it's like the moisture's gonna come out of it.
Hey,
And is there a
then you have-
specific trick to cutting it?
Yeah, that was the next question.
Yeah,
Cross
there's
the
definitely
grain,
a trick
right?
to cutting it. Yeah, I kind of want to get rid of the paper, but I'm going to leave it because it's going to make a massive mess. So what you want to look for is how the muscles kind of, which direction the muscle's running. So in this case, it's running this way. So what you want to do is you want to cut against. So let me do this, Mark. Right here. Give me a second.
And this. Remember, we're in California, so we're hitting barbecues every day, all year round. 24. We ain't in no snow. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Texas frozen over. This is Cali, bro. Briskets all day.
I eat that.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
Yikes.
I just want to bite that.
So here.
I know, right?
Want to take a look at that? That's like
That smoke rings.
That's a smoke ring on it.
Yep.
The moisture, the smoke rings. Damn.
Yeah, so basically the way I just cut it right now, that's kind of what you want to do with the most of it up until you get to the halfway mark. So
Dad, did you hear the juices?
I did.
I
God
did.
damn.
No, that was my mouth, bro. I just gleeked.
Fucking brisket sounding like
Come
Pornhub
here.
over there. And shit.
Where do you find chickens that
see
big?
that? See the fat kind of coming out. All right, so so this is kind of how you cut your slice. You want to cut it like a pencil size. So that's your slice right there.
Even
Doesn't
Liz,
look like no
even
pencil.
Liz said, "Damn, look at that smoke ring."
Yeah.
That doesn't look like any pencil I ever used.
Because it's a number 3.
Oh,
shit.
man.
Steve ain't never used no pencil.
Hell no. Pure spray cans, baby. Placazos.
So there's what you call the lean end. This is what you call the lean end. So it's not as fatty compared to this one. Like what?
Oh, let's get that.
That's
Let's
what I'm
see
talking
that
about,
over
some
there.
fatties.
Oh my God.
Oh,
This room love fatties, bro.
Dude, that
see
looks
that?
like
Yeah, there
looks
you
like
go.
a girl that spit shiny Robert Smith's boot right
Hell
there.
yeah.
so yeah, this part you actually cut like the opposite way. So this one, because it's two different muscles stacked on top of each other. This one you actually go like, I guess you could say the long way.
All right.
Yeah, it's going a long way. Of course,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's see that.
Oh, you can see that jiggle.
Is it jiggling, baby?
Holy shit,
Shit.
man.
You're about to explode Johnny's head over here.
And I'm just watching it on TV. I'm not even turning around and watching it.
hell no.
This is
That's the
just
thing. We could be turned around looking right at it.
yeah,
and
no.
we're watching it on our
I want to
TV.
see however you're watching this right now. I'm watching it just like that too.
But they don't get to smell what we're
Yeah,
smelling.
exactly.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Or then they don't get to taste what we're
Yeah,
about to taste
I'll-
either. Shoot.
But I'm like saving it to actually look at it. I'm just watching it
yeah.
on TV
Hell
right
yeah.
now.
Making the anticipation even greater. See, Mark, you came on a great day, bro.
Yeah.
Brisket day.
Brisket day.
Oh, man.
It's like, and I totally remember that story of the first time we met in the hotel, but I don't remember being that aggressive.
You were.
Like I remember bringing weed, and
Ball sack weed.
Yeah, and that you were someone we were gonna have to win over. I knew both of those things, but I don't remember just cruising in and being like, "Yo,
It was the
fucking,
first thing
Well,
you did.
I'm in your hotel room,
Walked
fucking
right in
suck
the
my
door.
dick."
That
No,
shit
well,
was
the thing
funny.
is this: you're taking it out of your pants, so there's only one way to do it.
Yeah.
Sure, well,
That
I
shit
could
ain't-
have,
that
I
shit
could
ain't
have
like,
done
oh.
it. The ride, I could have gone into the bathroom at the
Nah,
airport.
no,
I
no,
could have
no,
done a
because you
million
wanna-
things,
no,
but I
no.
wanted him
Yeah,
to
he
see.
was already in
Exactly.
Right.
Vegas.
It's like,
He was-
I'm gonna
that's what
show
was
you.
funny. Yeah.
Because I was
Yeah,
already
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I'd been on the ground for however long I'd been on the ground.
Exactly.
But I
That's your
want this
brisket.
dude to see me. Look what I did for you. Like,
Yeah.
fucking, we're homies now.
Oh, he got
All
you all
right,
cut
all
up.
right. So we
you
got
all
this
cut
thing
up.
being cut up right now. Got it nicely decorated. He went ahead and looked like he absorbed some juices on back to the meat.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Call dibs on one of them fatty parts right there.
Oh
There's
yeah.
a ton of that. Yeah.
So
And
so
now,
what's
if I was
this on
trying
the
to
site
get
then?
this, where would I get this at?
So this is.
Where can we buy this at?
Oh well, I'm kind of in business, but not really. I mean, I'm still trying to work on my craft, so it's like you could actually hit me up at my Insta.
There you go.
At
Looks like
Woodshack
you worked on it already,
BBQ.
brother. That looks bomb.
One more time.
Woodshack BBQ on Instagram.
Woodshack
Woodshack
BBQ. Get it.
Get it.
All right, so what's this on the side of it? This shit has a giant bone, other than Johnny's boner over here.
So this is called. It's basically. It's called a pork picnic, which is the lower part of the pork butt. So it's. I guess you could say the forearm of the pig. So yeah. No, not the ass, dude. The other
Forearm,
side.
bro.
Forearm? I'll take that.
Shit. I'm about to bite a forearm, homie. And if you hear those dogs barking, this isn't dog meat, homie. This is a real
Hold on,
barbecue.
this shit is just peeling away right now. Look at
Yeah.
that.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
Those dogs are barking because they can smell
They
it
can
too.
smell
yeah.
it.
They're
Hell
like,
yeah, like,
shit.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Give
So
me
see,
some.
it's like you just kind of. You could tear at it. I mean, they have these things called bear claws that you could use, but I mean,
I got
really,
bear
you could
claws
just-
right here.
Yeah, right.
You could just use your hand.
Yeah, that's the bear claw I'm talking about.
Diamond claws.
Dude, I want to say it again, Liz. Tell me again.
Oh, look, it's still warm. Got some smoke coming out of that.
Hell yeah.
So how long did this? How many pounds is this?
This one's 10 pounds for sure.
So is the all
It's,
pork,
it's
right?
kind of the same rule of thumb. That's like when you're cooking meat, especially if you're cooking at a certain temperature, especially like slow and low, you're going to cook it for roughly about an hour per pound. So be it brisket or be it pork, it's still the same thing. You're going to cook it for that long.
What type of rubs do you put on there, bro? Or do you use salt, pepper, or do you have your secret, or
No, well, for brisket, I normally just use salt, pepper. So it's like 1 part salt, kosher salt, 1 part coarse ground pepper and black pepper, and I use like a third of garlic powder.
okay?
On this one though, I did use Meat Church because I kind of like their rub also. It's kind of more like a competition type rub, but yeah, they make some great ones called Holy Cow.
What does a competition rub mean?
It's got more flavor to it, which I mean, see, if you were making a brisket for like a few people, you don't necessarily want to be over seasoned. But when you're competing, you kind of want your brisket to stand out, so you kind of want it to have more seasoning, so like that it pops in the judge's mouth.
Sure.
I was a judge before, so I
For
had
a
my
brisket
KCBS.
contest?
Yeah, I had my KCBS credentials.
Yeah.
So
And
you
he's
have
right.
lots of meat popping in your mouth.
All the time.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: you only get one bite, so you have to.
So you
season it.
need to make it stand
Yeah.
out.
One
This is not a
bite.
meal.
one bite. Because remember,
Yeah, if
bro,
you're gonna
this
eat
is a
20
competition.
briskets, yeah, you can't be eating a whole fucking slab
And then
of
it's not
brisket.
just briskets; it's briskets, it's ribs, it's
Chicken,
It's
yeah.
like, there's a shit ton of food that's coming through, dude. And it's like 8 pieces per
Contestant.
yeah.
Okay,
so
so
it's
are
like
we just gonna sit here and keep smelling this, or
Yeah, I would-
what's the
you're
deal?
Serve it up right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, I finally looked at it.
it looked back at you.
It's like seeing. It's like
Look
when,
back at it.
It's like when I went to The Price is Right for the first time, and like you've seen it on TV so many times. You go in that street, like I can't believe I'm fucking here. I can't believe it's right there. The brisket for me.
I would love to be on The Price is Right.
I got the only time I've ever been there. I would love to find it. So we go. My girlfriend in high school, so she's in college now. Her roommate's dad had something to do with CBS, some exec at CBS. So we got to go to Price is Right, no problem, and sit like
Damn.
in the very front, like right behind the contestants. But we weren't eligible to get on the show. You know what I mean?
yeah,
so I would
yeah,
like to go and be
yeah,
eligible to get on
and
the
be-
show.
yeah.
But so while that's going on, I'm standing right. I was obsessed with like the number 3 at the time. So I'm standing right behind the contestants, screaming $3 the whole time. $3 every bid. $3. $3. And I got told to come. I got told, knock it off. Like, it's like
yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
stop.
yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
stop
yeah.
yelling $3. You
Yeah.
know? And I was like, yeah, sure. $3. $3. You know? And my girlfriend's like mortified that I'm fucking screaming $3 over and over again.
Yeah.
And they come and they go to commercial and they told me that I had to go. Like I'm booted out of Price is Right. And so it goes from before the commercial, you see us standing there like all happy, and then it comes back for a commercial, it's just my chick by herself, like all sad.
You still have that on videotape
Fuck, this
somewhere?
is before, like, this is like 1993. You know, I have.
Oh shit!
You know,
It's all
but,
grainy and
yeah.
shit.
Like, it wasn't any good at the time, you know, like, let alone right now. But that
I didn't
shit
have a
was
good enough
hilarious.
TV to watch it live.
Yeah, but that's another. I would love to go back on the fucking Price is Right, or like on Let's Make a Deal right now. They're doing. I want to go on a game show. Like I think if they would let me loose on a game show, I'd lose my fucking mind, and it would be the best. But on the Let's Make a Deal right now, because they're not really doing audiences, everybody gets to be on the show. Like if you're picked for the audience, there's only like 10 people sitting in the audience, so everybody gets to do some kind of game. So I'm like, get me on that fucking one.
Damn, here we go. Take my little mask off.
Oh hell yeah!
So obviously the long flat ones are the what's called the flat. So it's the least fattiest part of the brisket. It's the easiest one to dry out. So that one you got to be careful with.
God damn.
But then the other one, the one that looks like a square piece of beef, that's actually the point or it's the burnt end basically. Although I didn't really do a Kansas City burnt end. It's just the burnt end from the actual brisket point. But Kansas City, all it means is that you just you soak it in barbecue sauce. So it's more of a sweeter kind of taste to it.
Damn, this is good.
Yeah,
And then there's obviously the pulled pork.
that pulled pork is bomb, bro.
Oh my god.
Hey, bro, this is it right here. It's the West Coast Pop. This is the only podcast that has people eating brisket, bro. Come on.
You know what's funny is that it's like I thought the show was called West Coast Potluck, so I thought I'd bring something in. You know what I mean? I was like, oh wait, it's potluck, not potluck.
Today it's the West Coast Potluck Podcast, but we didn't bring anything. Only one person brought.
That's my mukbang
potluck.
podcast.
We're right here doing it.
We have Liz Vampire Mermaid on there, a big fan of the show Pigs Radio. She's on there tonight. Damn, look at that smoke ring. I want that meat. Get that meat, girl. You know what's up.
Yeah.
She'll get it later.
Are we being loud in the mic? I hope not.
Yeah, I think so. We got Jerry Rigged.
What's up, Jerry Rig?
Claudia.
You see him out there in the Twitch land. So
I tried to watch myself eat on the monitor and I dropped it.
that's why I took the camera off of you. Once again, Evil Noriega, where can we find you on the Instagram if people are interested? I'm pretty sure you're not going to give out.
You should be interested.
Should be. Get some.
Damn.
So yeah, I'm at Wood Shack
best.
Barbecue. I just started up the page, so there's not a lot of content, if any, on there. But just follow or hit me up. You know what's up? Wood Shack BBQ on the Insta. Know what's up?
You can't eat content, so don't worry about that. There's none on there. I'm telling you, this meat is fucking bomb.
Fire, bro. Before we get off the air,
Get me the meat sweats tonight.
I'm already sweating. Before we get off the air, I'm gonna go do one of those. Remember those kids, those people that are burning out in the streets?
Oh yeah, doing donuts and shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm gonna go to a meetup, get some video, and then invite some of those guys in here pretty soon. And
Invite
Can
that
you
chick that
find,
got
can you,
T-boned
can
by
you
the
find that
fucking
chick who got
car.
hit by the car? Can you
And
find
then
her?
got up
I
like
don't think
one shit.
I don't think no one can find her now. Did you see the
She
car?
got up.
On her.
You see the car?
She got up.
Oh no, yeah. But did you see the car? There's a photo of the car. That car got smashed, bro. That car got smashed.
No way.
Yeah,
Worse than her.
Dude, it was like all dented in. That one panel right there is just crushed. Before they took it down, there was the photo of her getting hit, and then the next photo was the car, and then the third one was her getting up with her wig popped off. Her wig came off,
I
bro.
only saw it.
I saw her
also
get
was
it
talking
throwing
about
the
that
deuces
too.
like, I'm good.
That she got up. I didn't see. All I saw was her get hit.
I
and
saw the
fly
video of her
like
getting
30
up.
feet and slide.
No,
and
she
then
got up.
Yeah, she got up.
She got up and the car was smashed. And then before that one, there was this dude that like jumped back and out of the way of a car, and then the next one just came and just swooped him, dude. It's
It's
crazy.
like that girl. That just reminds me. I read this story, and it was a dad took his 2 young daughters camping, and some dude, just opened up their tent, like it came and shot the dad and killed him. With a shotgun.
shit.
So shoots the dad and kills him. And in the news article, it said the daughters were unhurt. And it's like they might have not got shot,
but they're hurt.
but they are not unhurt.
They're fucked for life.
They're fucking hurt.
Well, fuck camping. Thanks, fucking Johnny.
Debbie
what that had
Downer
to
over
do with
here.
I don't know what connection I was making, but it made me laugh when I thought of
Meats.
that originally.
Famcast Media Podcast Group. We see you out there. They say, "Damn, that looks good." They're out there on
is.
the
Delicious.
YouTube.
It is.
It's bomb, dog.
Evil Noriega, what's that Instagram again, so we can hit you up to get your meats?
It's Woodshack Bar. Oh, never mind. It's Woodshack BBQ at Instagram.
Shack, Wood Shack,
Woodshack.
Wood
That's
Shack, SHACK barbecue. Make it happen.
We want to thank everyone for logging in, as always, every
we gotta-
Tuesday night.
Hold on, I have something I need to talk about tonight.
Uh-oh.
Like I thought about this one.
Okay, Johnny's moment for the day.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, but this morning Tiger Woods was involved in a one car accident.
Yes.
Where he fucked up both his legs, and like, and that part's cool. But thank you very much. Thank you for the happy birthday. So that part, like, whatever happened. But when I read where it happened, it was on Hawthorne Boulevard in Rolling Hills, right by Palos Verdes. I know exactly where that intersection is, and that shit's fucking treacherous right there. There's accidents there all the time. So what I want to tell you people, and me too, this is not just slow down. Wherever you're trying to get, people will be happier if you get there late and alive than try to hurry up and be dead.
Yeah, it'll be there.
It'll be there,
It
man.
ain't going
There's nothing worth rushing like that for. I bet you Tiger Woods wishes he was going a little slower this morning, because now he's not going to get to play in the Masters, and who knows if he'll ever be able to walk again, because he's in his 40s and his legs are broken. So
They're gonna make him out of metal, bro.
I don't have Tiger Woods insurance to get made out of
That's what I'm
metal.
saying.
You know what I mean? So
They're going to make his fucking legs out of golf clubs now.
yeah, so for everybody that doesn't have Tiger Woods' $6 billion man insurance that they will put you together, fucking slow down. It's gonna be all right.
You'll get there.
There
You'll
you go.
get there.
Slow the fuck down.
Slow the fuck down.
That's
Slow
today's
the
PSA.
fuck
Yeah.
down.
Slow
That's
the
your
fuck
That's your
down.
moment with Johnny. Johnny, happy
down.
birthday, sir. I
Thank
hope you
you very
enjoyed the
much.
Happy
brisket.
birthday, John.
Happy birthday, big
Dude,
homie.
this was fucking awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much, Eva Noriega. Like, this shit was bad ass for my birthday and for the 20th episode of the #1 live podcast on fucking Earth. And since they're probably not doing podcasts anywhere else, the #1 live podcast
In the
in the
universe.
goddamn universe,
That's right.
is right here at a secret location in Compton, California, live from Compton, California, CA, every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. Suck our dicks. Goodbye.
Also,
having me.
thank you for coming down,
Thank
sharing
you for
some
having
stories,
me.
and I hope you can come back and share some more, because
For
I'm
sure,
pretty
for
sure you can
Oh,
have
there's a
way
million
more stories.
There's a million more. Thank you for having me, guys.
On that note, we out this bitch.
Peace.
Bye, bye, bye.